Hey there, a little precursor to the video. If you have any questions about any of the exercises today, please contact one of the coaches at Murrayfield. We can highlight some of the purposes and intents of what we're doing. It's literally covering shoulder positions, upper back strength, ab strength, and being able to shift from one arm to the other, prepping you for handstand walking if you're in a situation where you've got limited equipment or you're at home. Enjoy it for what it is. It's very brief, and please give one of us a message if you need any more help. Enjoy. G'day guys, it's Coach Sam here at CrossFit Murrayfield. This video is all about developing or maintaining more skill-based elements if you're in at home with as little equipment as possible. So I've got my little mic here, it's just got a wall, a bench or a chair or a sofa or whatever, and then a resistance band for some mobility and just a drill. If you can find a resistance band, that's brilliant. Otherwise, you can adapt the drill as need be. This particular one is for handstand walking or shifting weight between the shoulders or handstand balancing in any case. So we're just going to warm up the shoulders first. We're going to perform some inchworms. Perform 5 to 8 of these until you feel a little bit warmer. Straight legs, walk the hands out, perform a push-up, head between the shoulders, walk the hands back in, stand up. Feel free to pause the video and continue with them. After that, some alternating shoulder taps. This is about driving the head and the chest through the arms and getting a little bit of a shoulder stretch in there. So from here, in this A-frame position again, I'm going to push through, tap the opposite heel. Push through, tap, and you can alternate that as many times as need be. After this, we can just start priming up a nice reach through the upper back, or protracted upper back is what we call it. So here I'm going to take a normal plank position. I'm going to look for my wrists underneath my shoulders, right here, so I'm not too wide, not too narrow, and then I'm just going to glue my feet together. In this position, I'm going to squeeze and rotate my elbow pits in or forward, squeeze the shoulder blades back, and round up through the upper back 10 to 15 times. Do that as many times as feels necessary, those 3 exercises, just to prime up your shoulders and your upper back, ready for some more handstand-based work before we move into these drills. Next up, we're going to just hammer into some of the basic shapes needed for the handstand. The first one is a standard gymnastics plank, using that upper back protraction, and then we're just going to drift our weight forward in the plank so we can shorten the distance between our ribs and our hips and tuck our bum under. So from here, normal plank position, remember that reach through, toes together, and then I'm going to tuck my bum under and shorten down into my belly button, and then drift my weight onto the tops of my toes. Hold this for 10 to 30 seconds, depending on how strong you are, how you feel, and actively squeeze everything for the whole time. You can superset that with some banded overhead presses with a little bit of a twerk, because the twerk is working on us being able to tuck the bum under and hold rigidity in our whole body as we're upside down and reaching through the ceiling. So toes together, press this band up overhead, biceps by or behind the ears, and in this position I'm tucking my ribs down, shoulders through, and I'm going to arch and tuck my bum under. Add a bit of a toe raise if you feel like it, but stay stacked through the shoulders, elbows straight, arch, and tuck. Superset them as our first 2 primers before we kick up to the wall. Right, so this part of the session is the main bulk of the session. It's a little trio circuit of movements. Perform 3 to 5 rounds or until you feel more familiar. This is just about playing about. There's no set rep scheme, whatever feels comfortable. The first one is handstand shoulder shifts against the wall with a little lift off with the palm on each side, working on transitioning our center, our weight, over the single hand to build strength and stability in the single arm for handstand walking. So I'll show you quickly, this will be your first one. Perform 2 to 4 reps each side. Get your hands as close to the wall as possible, so we're as stacked against the wall as possible, so we're not bananaing or leaning over. Toes together, reach through and elongate.
I'm going to shift my body weight over this palm and then lift my other palm up just to alleviate some pressure from that hand. Shift over, lift the other palm up, hold, center, and back down. Perform as needed. You can do it from the bench with your feet on and hips stacked over your shoulders in more of that pike position. The next exercise is 10, 20 or 30 pike raises, working on compression into the abs. Take a seat on the floor, toes long and pointed, legs together, reach forward, compress, and move up and down 10 to 30 reps, depending how that feels for you. You can shorten the levers, but as long as you're over, this is the main thing. Work in that position. Lovely. Finally, for a little bit of cross body stability, we're going to do a knee or a raised up bird dog variation. So the bird dog is traditionally flat back, keep tight in the midline, try not to twist or tilt, reaching forward and backwards through opposite limbs. We're going to lift our knees off and perform the same thing. Under control, don't rush. 10 to 20 reps, as long as you feel that low knee position and keeping that midline stability. Rotate through them as many times as you need.